everybody. I am so glad to be back today. And I am here hosting my podcast, Chat with Kat. I am thrilled to be with David Banks today. He is a very important part of my business, which is Mediafy Communications Group. David is currently helping us to build new standard operating procedures, not only build them, but also implement them. Also, he's helping us build a sales team. And so he is an extraordinarily important part of Mediafy. Welcome, David.
Thank you. Yeah,
Thank
good to
you.
be here.
I'm so happy you're here. Um, okay, so the name of your business is Noble Success.
Noble Success Strategic Group.
Noble Success Strategic Group. And we met at a BNI group.
Yes,
I am
yes.
so happy that we met there.
I
It's
know
been
it.
life-changing and it's been transformational, and my business is transforming as we speak. I know that you met with them right before you came here.
Exactly. Exactly.
Um, so tell us a little bit about Noble Success Strategic Group, just generally. We'll start just
All right.
generally.
Noble Success, Cat, is really focused on helping people to really have systems in place to be productive, to create profits. Most business coach focus more on revenue. I realize in order to have revenue and profits, you got to have some things in place. If you just only focus on helping a company just have profits, but if they don't have procedures and systems, that profit is not going to last long. So I realize, hey, instead of just focusing on profit first, let's put some things in place. Let's get the purpose, let's get some procedures, processes in place, and from that, that automatically creates profits.
So from a more basic standpoint, one could say if you do the right thing, then good things will come.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay. So, can you tell us a little bit about your background and what led you to work in leadership and team development?
Excellent. Well, my background is in human behavior. I have a degree in psychology with the emphasis in marriage and family. I did that for a number of years, but I really understand relationships.
Now, you have a PhD in psychology, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right.
And so I did counseling for a number of years and then kind of moved over into coaching. Start moving because counseling is really helping people deal with their past. Coaching is more helping people prepare for their future. So I wanted to really take all of that experience and really help leaders. A lot of leaders that I've dealt with, some of them have not taken care of their past. So they are still leading people, but still having some past issues that they still need to process. So I really look at all of the training as really helped me to help a leader in a whole different aspect.
So, if a leader has something in their past, something maybe in their distant past that has negatively affected them, you can literally see them bringing that into their business
Oh,
and
very much so.
negatively affecting the business.
When I see a leader that's constantly angry, constantly frustrated at the workers and it just taking their anger, that right there, that is huge sign that yeah, it's not that employee that you have issues with. It's called displaced anger.
This
My
place,
anger is back here, but I can't take it out there, but I'm going to take it out on my workers. So yeah, I've seen it a
so you can
lot.
help them to work
Oh,
through
very
that.
much so.
Okay.
Because they're losing a lot of good people because they don't know how to control their anger.
Will lead to turnover.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
know
people
it.
are not they're not gonna put up with it,
Exactly.
and they deserve better, and they know it.
Very much so.
What inspired you to start helping people discover what you call their purpose fingerprint, and explain what the purpose fingerprint
All right.
is?
There are three dimensions of purpose. The first one is called purpose blueprint. That's a universal purpose for all of us. All of us were put on this earth to impact people in a positive manner. So you and I, everyone, have the same purpose blueprint. Purpose fingerprint is the uniqueness about everyone. Everyone, that's why I like to call it purpose fingerprint because our fingerprint is different from anybody's. So once that purpose fingerprint is discovered, then there's a third dimension. It's called purpose footprint. Once your purpose is discovered and you allow it to take over and you led by that, it will position you for you to be able to live out your purpose. I just think that's essential for everyone to know that and be able to walk in that.
That is definitely very essential, and I'm sure that most people don't know anything about that.
No, because most people, we are wired, we're more conditioned, Cat, to just live through our lives based on our profession. That's the way, because what do they say to students? Get a good education. So what? So you can get a good job. So most people have the mindset my identity comes from what I do.
Mhm.
That's not the
When
case.
you meet someone, "So what do you do?" That's the
Exactly.
first thing right off the bat. "What
And,
do you
or
do?"
tell me about
Tell
yourself.
me about yourself.
Immediately is profession.
Profession.
This is what I do. I'm a dentist, I'm an owner, and I've just realized what happens if you have to retire? What happens if you are laid off or they move your job and or downsizing? All
You
right?
lose your identity.
Exactly.
You don't know who you are anymore, what you stand for.
Exactly.
Goodness.
And
What
when
a
you
scary place to
it's
be.
very much because now when you're in those places, you start, okay, well, I gotta figure out something. So they start doing all kind of things and it's not helpful.
That's probably why so many people just pass away after they retired. They have no
Exactly.
purpose anymore.
Exactly, because they think I have been this all my life. I've been deemed this all my life, and now that's no longer. Yeah,
Wow. That's that's very interesting. What are the most common challenges that teams face when trying to work together effectively?
I think one of the biggest, Catherine, is personalities. Every team have different personalities, and we start thinking, well, you should act like me. We're on the same team. You should act like me. You should respond just like me, and that's just not the case. So
Because we all
what?
have different histories.
Exactly. And sometimes they look at what you don't understand about something, you look at it as a threat. So we're all different.
Oh,
So instead of realizing this could be a benefit for us, they look at it as a threat. So anything we look as a threat, we try to control. So teams I've worked with, since they don't understand each other's personality type, there is constant conflict because, well, how come you don't think like me, Catherine? Well, because Catherine is not you.
isn't that ridiculous that we expect people to think the way that we do?
That's safer. That's safer for us. It's more comforting. Well, you see everything the way I see it. So, wow, that's great. But
I mean, I
when,
suppose if that actually happens, it is great, but but you don't want to be constantly surrounded by yes men. Everyone just saying yes. What if your view is completely wrong and
exactly.
they're just saying, "Oh yes, oh
Yeah, we
yes."
agree.
You're going to go down the wrong road, completely wrong road.
Yeah.
How do you approach building trust within a team?
Well, one of the biggest things in building trust first is to understand we're all different and we're going to stay that way. So sometimes people think, well, we're different now because we just started, but maybe through the years, everyone is going to become like me. That's not going to happen. So, first, you need to just understand we're always going to be different. And you need to be at peace with that. Secondly, we have to work together. We have to learn how to work together. We have one vision, whatever the vision of this company. So, regardless of whatever we're doing, at the end of the day, we're working together to fulfill that vision. So, it's really helping the team understand here are some non negotiables. We got to work together. You don't negotiate that. We have a vision that we're going to work towards. So, helping them to understand that, and then just really helping people to get to know each other because we don't really know each other. So when I'm working with a company, let's take some time. Hey, let's get to know each other.
Yeah.
And once we realize, hey, I didn't know you like sports. I didn't know you like this because we're only looking at the team and as far as the job and realizing, wow, Ant, you like cats. I like cats too. So, wow,
Wow.
we got something in common. Now, we think totally different at work, but one thing we got in common, we both like cats. So that starts feeling
I
like,
didn't know you
wow.
like cats, David.
From a distance.
From a distance. Do you have a cat?
No, I don't.
Do you have a dog?
uh, years
Oh,
ago. But when I got married, we decided, what are we going to do? So we got a fish.
okay. Okay, well, at least you have a pet of
That's
some
right.
sort.
That's right.
Okay, can you share an example of a team transformation that you've witnessed, through your programs?
Well, like I said, I think one recently is the honor working with Mediafy and really help building that team. And it was so exciting to meet with them today and realize the team is set. We got people in
Yeah.
place, they're understanding. And I said, guys, I'm so proud of you because you've come in, you've understood your assignment. And when working with you at the beginning, the first thing we said, let's get a vision. So when I met with them today, I said, let's go back to the vision. Mediafy is here to transform digital presence. Guys, that's the focus. You are transforming companies to really develop a digital presence and seeing everyone working in their doing their part and not having you there. I say, guys, this is what a team. The most effective quality of a team is for them to be able to work together without the owner.
Right. And when you were there today, I wasn't there. I was out in the field.
Excellent.
So, yeah. And you've been integral in the company transforming because I knew that we needed to implement, or at least not just implement standard operating procedures, but we needed to implement more standard operating
Exactly.
procedures. We needed to transform the ones that we had. And you have assisted in that.
Excellent.
And I'm so thankful for it because I knew we needed to do it. And when I met you at that BNI group, I knew this is the guy.
I love it. I love it.
How do you tailor your team building strategies for different types of organizations or industries?
Well, always when I start working with an organization, I always want to talk to the owner, the leader, to find out what are their pain points and what do they want to pursue. Those are the two things I'm really looking at.
What are their pain points and what do they want to pursue?
Yeah,
I
because
remember you asking me that.
exactly. Because once I get that information, because whatever you wanting to pursue is not happening because of your pain points. So if I can get those two from you, and then when I'm working with the team to say, all right, team, let's deal with what we're trying to pursue. Let's get the vision. And then let's get some strategies in place to address those pain points. So when I'm working, do an assessment to find out those two, and then now work with the owner to say, let's find out where we're going. Because if you don't know where you're going, I promise you, you're never going to get there.
Mhm.
And people want to work for an organization that's going somewhere. And that's why I tell every leader one of the biggest assets that you can have is not your title, but your vision. If a leader stands on this is our vision, and see the one thing about your team, they can't benefit from your title.
No.
They don't have it, but
Right.
they can benefit from your vision. When you say,
Yes.
"Hey, we want to get the company to this point and which is going to raise our revenue," that's going to be a benefit to them because
Mhm.
like, "Hey, I made this happen." So, whatever the vision and saying how that's going to benefit the team, and you got to buy in. That's awesome.
Yes.
But sadly, most leaders are thinking their title is the heavyweight. And I'm trying to saying that's
It's
not,
not.
you
It's
don't need to.
absolutely not. Yeah, leadership is earned, not given.
Exactly.
You have to earn
Exactly.
it. So, in your experience, what distinguishes a good leader from a great one?
Excellent. A good leader have a mindset of a business. They start it, they get a team, and is focused more on I need you as the team to help me to accomplish what I'm doing. That's a
Mhm.
good leader. I need you to help me accomplish
And
what I'm
maybe
doing.
maybe they're not bullying. I mean, that's a mark of a
It could
good
be
leader,
subtle. It
you
could be
know?
subtle. But a
Yeah.
great leader is focused on, yeah, we have a goal, but I want you to win as well. I want you to win because the mindset of thinking, I need you to help me. Well, when you become a great leader, it shifts from, hey, who has the most power in any organization? The owner. So it may be 20 of you, it's only one of me, but guess what? I have all the power because I'm the owner. So I'm here, I have the power to help you all succeed. So I've talked to enough team members, and when they find out the leader, the boss, supervisor, they want me to succeed. Catherine, they say, I want to give more than what I'm asked.
Yeah.
Because when they see and doing things to help me to succeed, then that makes me trust them and makes me give more than what they even ask. That's a great
Excellent.
leader.
What are some common misconceptions that people have about leadership?
Well, like you said, well, since I'm the leader, you should automatically respect me and you
Yeah.
should
Just
automatically
respect me and do exactly what I say because I'm the leader.
That's
Yeah,
right.
and that's not the
It's
case.
not the case.
No.
It's not
It's
the
actually
case.
very ridiculous.
Exactly. And but that's one of the misconceptions. I'm the owner, this and I'm gonna hire you and you should just do what I ask you to do and don't really need any questions. Don't ask me questions.
Just do it.
Just
It's
do what I ask you to do.
ridiculous
Yeah.
because we are all at least educated up through high school in this society. We all are autonomous beings with our own opinions, and we
Exactly.
all deserve respect.
And I've had some leaders tell their team, look, I didn't hire you to think.
Oh, oh my gosh.
You don't
Really?
I don't need you to think. I just need you to do what I ask you to do. And I'm realizing, God,
No.
yeah. And I tell that leader, you're only going to get the minimum out of it.
Yes.
They are only going to do just enough to get a check, but that's it. And that's why you're going to stay frustrated because it's like, how come they're not doing more? Well, the way you are projecting yourself, they're thinking, why should I give you more than the way you're
When you
treating me?
disrespect me. Yeah. How can leaders foster a sense of purpose and accountability within their teams?
Well, I think the first thing about a leader, you should model what you expect of them. Model it. If you want them to do this, you model it before them because most people really operate based on what they see versus what they hear. So instead of the owner, the leader barking a whole lot of orders, you need to do this, you need to be here on time,
Mhm.
but they see you come in anytime you want to,
Mhm.
or you need to do this. But so the best accountability, building trust, you model what you expect of them. When they see you live out what you're telling them, that creates a huge amount of respect and trust.
I noticed that when I was coming in, at like 10, other employees were coming in at 10. But when I started showing up at like 8:45, slowly but surely, they started coming in at
That's right.
8:45. And I thought, "Huh, how interesting. I guess I'd better start coming in early." How do you help leaders identify and overcome their blind spots?
I tell them the reward of having their blind spots confronted. What's the reward of that? Because, like we talked about, having a blind spot exposed and revealed, that's a tough,
Oh, it's
that's a personal
scary.
thing. It's scary because you're thinking, man,
Oh my gosh.
something is inside of me that I don't see that somebody else sees. So you thinking, but helping them to realize, okay, yeah, that can seem scary. You have a blind spot that pretty much your team sees that you don't see. But guess what? Think about if you give them an opportunity to share that with you and you deal with it. Look at that. Look at the reward
Better
that
to
comes with
confront
that.
it. Yeah.
So if you see, hey, here's something maybe you don't see in yourself, but hey, here's a blind spot. I don't see that, but hey, thank you. Thank you.
I'll work on
I
that.
work on that. Once it's worked on, look at the value that it takes. So instead of thinking, well, I don't want people to be able to share that with me. They see it.
They see it, so you might as well just go ahead and acknowledge it and
That's
work on it.
because the worst thing to do is not create an environment for them to share it. They see it every day.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, might as well just go ahead and let them share it so you can deal with it. Then it helps you.
What leadership habits do you encourage your clients to develop on a daily basis?
Number one is self awareness.
Okay.
Constantly be in the point of the mindset of being self aware. And then one huge thing, don't just see your team as employees. They are people. I did a training yesterday, a leadership training yesterday. I said one of the biggest things that you can do is get to know your teams, get to know their names instead of saying, "Hey, you, I need you to do this." No, Catherine, how you doing today? How was your weekend? Getting to know your team's name. I'm not asking you to be best friends. That's not the whole focus of a leader to be best friends with everyone on the team, but at least get to know at least their name, but then understand that they are human. And when you ask, how was your weekend or how you're doing, being there to listen for the response instead of just the passerby. Catherine, how
Mhm.
you doing? How's your weekend? And you're actually interested and patient enough for Catherine to say, well, this is how I'm doing.
Mhm.
She could say, I'm doing great. Everything's well. Or, hey, not really feeling good right now. Wow. Okay. All right. Now, if you don't have time to deal with it right now, let's set up another time
And we
because,
could talk
Catherine,
about it. Yeah.
you are important to this team.
Yeah.
So, whatever you're dealing with is worth us discussing. That's a good leader.
All the team members matter.
All the team matters.
I like the word team member better than
Oh
employee.
yeah. Employee is that distant. You're an employee, I'm the boss.
Yeah.
But when you say we're
My
a team,
coworker, or this is a team member, we're all on a team.
because you have a part to play on the team, and
Yes.
so do they.
Yes, I agree. Saying this is my employee, it just seems kind of uh, condescending in a way. And maybe it's not, but I feel it is. I've felt
Well,
that for
I've
a long
talked to
time.
enough working people and asked which one sounds more apart, and they all say, "Yeah, knowing
Employee.
that I'm a being on a team,
A team is much better.
I definitely feel more a part of it."
Yeah, it's more inclusive.
Exactly.
Now, I know you also do relationship coaching, so I
That's
want to
correct.
touch upon that.
Excellent.
How does relationship coaching overlap with team and leadership development?
Uh, because we're human and we're different, like I talk about the personalities, and it's important to understand some relationship aspect. That's why, Catherine, I love the different types of training that I've had because they all work together. Of leadership training, relationship training, they all work together, and the same relationship principles for a husband and wife or a person in a dating relationship, some of those same principles occur in a working relationship. You got to realize we're different. What you don't understand, you still have to respect. I tell that to couples, I tell that to teams. You're not always going to understand, but it's important to respect.
And we spend more time with our coworkers than we do our
Yes, we
spouses.
do. Yes, we do.
And these relationships can become just as important. I mean, I hate to say that, but they really can. The people we work with become like our family.
Exactly.
But we spend the majority of our lives with them. So it is important that we learn to understand each other and communicate with each other.
Exactly.
How do you help clients navigate conflict or tension in a team or partnership?
Excellent. First of all, I let them know it sounds kind of ironic, but conflict is normal. Trying to develop a team to say, all right, we're going to have a team and we're not going to have any conflict. That's not going to work.
Yeah,
That's
that's
not going
not
to work.
realistic.
So, helping them to understand conflicts are inevitable, but conflict is revealing something. When you have a conflict, it's revealing what you have a difference. If you and I both like the same thing, we're not going to have any conflict about that. Now, once we start having seeing a difference, that's when conflict starts to rise. So understand it is a part of
That's
it.
not necessarily bad.
It's not bad. It's a type, it's just exposing that we're different. Great. When it comes to the point where we think perfectly together, that's not always the best.
That's groupthink, and that can get
Exactly.
really scary.
Exactly. And then
Yeah.
it gets to the point where one of us is not needed on the team.
Right,
All right.
anymore. Right.
So, differences is a good thing, but helping people to understand the goal. The goal of conflict is not trying to prove that you are right. That's not the goal of a conflict. The goal of a conflict is whatever the difference is, especially in a team, how does this coincide with the vision of the organization? So, whatever we are conflicting about, at the end of the day, what's best for the vision of this company instead of, well, I
Mhm.
need to make sure I'm right in this. No, no, no. It's no, no. You are a part of the team. You are not the team.
Right.
So it can't
There
be.
is no I in
That's
team,
right. It can't
right?
be
It
on the
can't just
team.
be
Well,
you.
I have to be right on this
No,
team. Okay.
you don't
It's
have to be right.
no.
Of course not.
But at the end of
Yes.
the day, whatever we are having a conflict, it has to align with what's the vision. And that's what has to happen. Everything has to go back to the vision because that's what's keeping the team together.
Right.
And
It's what's keeping the organization alive.
exactly.
We're all part of that organization, from the leader all the way down
That's right.
to, the custodian of the building.
That's right.
So, what advice do you give leaders who struggle to balance empathy with authority?
Excellent. Well, empathy is just realizing that this is a human, they have a story, it's different from yours, and you have to be open to let them be themselves. Now, where the authority comes is the authority is this is we have a vision and we have a standard. So instead of trying, well, no, you need to do no, no, no. This is the standard. Everything that we're going to do in excellence.
Mhm.
And this is the vision that we are going to. So it's putting the onus on things you already have in place so it doesn't get personal. Instead of, well, I got to use my authority. No, no, no. Here's the standard and here's the vision.
This is a republic. It's the rule of law and not of men. That's how I
Exactly.
try to run
Exactly.
Mediafy. It's not me. We've set these standards in place. We all have to adhere to them,
Exactly.
even me.
Exactly. So then it's not personal. So when a person tries to go against that, okay, you're not going against me,
You're going against the
you're
organization.
going against the organization. And that is hindering. You are a part. But if your part decides to act up and go against everybody else, you see, that's going to interfere with what we're doing and where we're going.
Why do you believe understanding one's unique purpose is so essential for effective leadership?
Because that's who you are. You are, your purpose is the original reason why you exist. And I think any leader is wise enough to realize you want people to live by their purpose, not just their title, because their title can get eliminated, that title can change. So you really and like we talked, you want to create an intrinsic motivation.
Mhm.
Intrinsic motivation, you want to build something inside of them rather than only reason I'm doing this is because the boss asked me,
'Cause they're paying me. Yeah.
because they're paying me. Either the boss or they're paying me. Those are external motivation.
All right.
They are
We're
not
down to
weighty.
30 seconds now. Can you go ahead and tell our listeners what your website is?
Yes. Just head to my website. I think it's on the screen. And I would love to work with you as a leader, working with your organization. I would love to just have a conversation with you and see what I can do to really bring value to your organization.
And I am Katherine Fry. I'm the CEO and president of Mediafy Communications Group. You can find us online at www.yourmediafy.com 423-402-4989. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.